Hey everyone, this is Corey and I'm going to show you how to play the elevation version of The Fly by U2. So let's start off with the song's intro. Alright, so you're going to start off with an F sharp minor chord. With your first finger, bar the A through high E strings on the 9th fret. Put your second finger on the B string 10th fret, your third finger on the D string 11th fret, and your fourth finger on the G string 11th fret. And instead of strumming the chord, you're going to pick the notes within the chord like this. Then you have an A major chord. With your first finger, bar all the strings on the 5th fret, put your second finger on the G string 6th fret, third finger on the A string 7th fret, and fourth finger on the D string 7th fret. And like before, instead of strumming the chord, you're going to pick the notes within the chord like this. Then you have a D major chord. That's your first finger on the A string 5th fret, and with your third finger, bar the D, G, and B strings on the 7th fret. And once again, instead of strumming the chord, pick the notes within the chord like this. So next, you have the verse. Alright, so when going into the verse, use your second finger for an A on the A string 12th fret and slide it down the neck. And then to play the signature guitar riff, pick the open A string. Use your third finger for an A on the D string 7th fret, and then your first finger for a G on the D string 5th fret. And then midway through the verse, you're going to play this. So use your first finger for a C on the G string 5th fret, so like this. And then with your first finger, bar a D and a G on the A string 5th fret and D string 5th fret, and again use your third finger for that A on the D string 7th fret. Alright, then you have the chorus, which is made up of those same chords I showed you during the intro, except this time you're going to strum them. Then, right after the chorus, you're going to play this. So pick the open A string, and then use your second finger for a C on the D string 10th fret, and slide that down the neck. Then you go into the second verse. Then the second chorus. Then again the post-chorus. And then right before the solo, you're gonna play this. Alright, so that's a standard E major chord with your first finger on the G string first fret, second finger on the A string second fret, and third finger on the D string second fret, and strum that along with the open notes, and then in between you're gonna palm mute. And then at the end you're gonna play an E power chord, which is your first finger on the A string 7th fret, third finger on the D string 9th fret, and fourth finger on the G string 9th fret. So next is the solo. The best way to learn this is for you to probably watch what I do instead of me pointing out the notes and the frets, otherwise it might get kind of confusing. So it's all on the B and high E strings. First I will play it slowly, and then I'll play it at normal speed. So then at this point, put your second finger on an E on the B string 17th fret and bend it, and use your third finger for an A on the high E string 17th fret. So you're going to play this. Then at normal speed, then go into the third chorus. Alright, so start by sliding your first finger up to an A on the D string 7th fret. Then put your fourth finger on an A on the B string 10th fret. Then put your first finger on a D on the G string 7th fret. Slide your first finger down 1 fret to a C sharp. Use your fourth finger for a B on the D string 9th fret. Then put your second finger on that A on the D string 7th fret. Then you stop right there and you play this lick. So put your first finger on an F sharp on the B string 7th fret, your third finger on a C sharp on the high E string, not 9th fret, and use your fourth finger to tap that A on the B string 10th fret. Alright, then you go into the song's outro. You start by playing the signature guitar riff. So you then go into the second solo. It's very similar to the first one. It's all on the B and high E strings. Start off by bending a C on the high E string 20th fret and a G on the high E string 15th fret. So then, right before the song ends, you're going to play this chord progression. And it ends right there. So that's a bunch of 2-note octave chords. Start with your first finger on that A on the D string 7th fret and your fourth finger on that A on the B string 10th fret. Strum that along with the open A string. Slide it up 2 frets for B, 1 fret for C, 2 frets for D, another 2 frets for an E, 3 frets for G, and then you're going to end with a to A octave chord. So that's your first finger on an A on the G string 14th fret, and your fourth finger also on an A on the high E string 17th fret. Strum that along with the open A string. You can go crazy on that last note. Alright, and that's it. Next I will cover the song.